Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Welcome to Skyman TV, the tallest man in Black Africa. When I heard Gachie telling Kikuyus to unite, I asked myself, whom were they uniting against? Why was he calling them to unite at this time? Again, why should they unite? Yet, according to them, according to what we saw, Kikuyus looked like they were united. I knew something was in the offing. I knew Gachie was not sitting pretty. And now it has come out very clearly. Kwamba mambo si mazuri. Just the day before yesterday, about 100 Kikuyu members of parliament, senators and even governors converged at various points. Thika Greens is one of the points where they met. Thika Greens is home to so many Kikuyu members of parliament and senators and even governors. Thika Greens is a posh estate bordering Thika, just maybe 4 or 5 kilometers from Thika town. Na hapo ndipo ambapo kundi moja lilikutana, kundi lingine likikutana kwake Rigathi Gachagua Karen residential home and not the residential official home, and this was scaring. Gachagua did not attend these meetings. Another meeting was held in KENYAN, and then the people started asking, what is happening? Why the night meeting, ladies and gentlemen? Why were they meeting? Especially that of Thika Green that had over 60 members of parliament. Karen, I think they were about 15, and KENYAN the rest. Why does the day... Why you normally see that in politics, when you see something happening, there must be something. And the reason why they were uniting is because of a number of reasons. Number one, they were complaining about the insubordination of the CSCs who comes from Mount Kenya. Na wakatoa ule mfano wa Alice Wahome, the CS for Water, the former Kadara MP. Now, you know this one, the Kadara MP is a respected, former Kadara MP, Alice Wahome, is a respected person in the mountain. That's the truth of the matter. Many see her as a mother, others see her as somebody who is mature. Lakini unakumbuka vizuri sana, yeye ndiye alikuwa kwanza who declared Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta as an existential threat to Kenya. And William Samoei Ruto entered Mount Kenya through Kadara. That is a fact. That's a fact. When Rono, the PS for Water, started insubordinating the CS, I knew something would go wrong. I knew the Mount Kenya leaders would be jolted. Na kusema kweli, when you see the toad running in the daytime, know that something is after its life. So that was the first reason. They are complaining bitterly that William Samoei Ruto set the PSs and the State House controller and the State House gatekeeper, and who is in charge of the public service, the chief of staff, seems to be calling the shot. And there seems to be a coordinated effort to frustrate CSs from Mount Kenya. That is the first thing, that is why they met. They complained about this, and we know who is to blame. According to them, actually it is William Samoei Ruto who is doing this. The second reason why they converged is because of the many promises that were promised to Mount Kenya, and they don't seem to be fulfilled. And William Samoei Ruto does not seem to be very keen on fulfilling this. So they were taking stock of the promises that were made to the people of the mountain, lakini hazijatimizwa. Na kulingana nao, mambo haya yanafanywa kimakusudi. So they are bitter, they are angry, and they are not happy. The third reason why they met is because that some projects that were started by Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, like the Mau Road, had stalled, and there has been no effort to complete them. Yesterday, we saw, and many people commented about this, we saw William Samoei Ruto going to Magumu Thika Road. That was actually Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta's project, but it had stalled for some times. And he came and relaunched. And if you listen to what he was saying, he was speaking with somebody who wanted to woo the people of the mountains, especially the Kiambu people. You know, Kiambu is very popular, so with more than 1.2 million voters. and Kiambu is the one that gave William Samoei Ruto the highest number of votes. Kwa wakati ambapo alikuwa pale, alikuwa akizungumza kana kwamba kuna jambo ambalo lilikuwa linaendelea pale, na ugiona akijaribu kuwabebeleza wakazi wa Kiambu. This is because, and the reason why he came is because there's a lot of problems, there's a lot of complaint in the mountain that the government is not very keen on fulfilling these promises and completing these projects. Another thing that made the fourth point why they met and why they were angry is that they met because money that was meant for Mount Kenya was diverted to other places. Money for roads, money for water, and you remember, I think 1.2 billion, money that was meant for Karimeno, money that was meant for Kiambu, money that was meant for Idhaga, money that was meant for Muranga, and they are mad about this. And the PS1 Rono for water is the one who did this, and you know he cannot do this without the authority of the CEO, that's the chief executive officer, who is the president. He cannot do this without the knowledge of the government. Lazima, there must be an approval. So wakati ambapo hili linatokea, tunaona kwamba William Samoei Ruto is a worried man. In fact, if you rewatch him now, he'll spend a lot of time in the mountain. And they were also saying that unlike the people of the Western, remember I told you that the Western people, the sugar millers, we are given, I think, 11 billion to clear the debts of farmers. So the people of the mountain were asking, what about the coffee? People who are suffering. What about the tea? Tea, wanasema ya kwamba the bonuses were high because of the depreciation of the shilling, which is a fact. Nobody should take credit for that. Again, they are complaining about coffee, they are complaining about macadamia, they are complaining about milk, they are complaining about everything. So they are saying, what is being done to a macadamia farmers? What is being done to a coffee farmers? So it look like the Kikuyus are not getting the value for their votes. It look like the Kikuyus have been outwitted by William Samoei Ruto. It look like they have been betrayed, and they are angry, ladies and gentlemen. When you see the meeting, and what do you expect? You expect William Samoei Ruto also to react. But in this video, I want us to look at what are Kikuyus going to do. What are they likely to do? Now that the people of the mountain are angry, now that they are dissatisfied by William Samoei Ruto, what are the steps that they can take to maybe complain? The first thing, and they talked about it, is that they said that they are going to write something, they're going to write a letter, and complaints, all the list of complaints will be forwarded to the deputy president. And the deputy president, Rigathi Gachagua, is expected kumpelekea the boss. And they say they are going to sit, I think, in KENYAN. And they were given 3 days. 3 days to write all the complaints and be forwarded to Rigathi Gachagua. Failure to that, they said they are going to talk to the crowd. They are going to tell their people, mlidanganywa, tulidanganywa. They are going to tell their people, kumedhoka. Kusema kweli kumedhoka kama unavyoona. The third reason, or the third thing that they can do, the third step they can do, is that they can form their own party. Indeed, the talk of forming a political grouping in Mount Kenya was one of the agenda items, because they were saying, why is it that other communities are meeting? Why is it that the other communities are meeting and they are talking about their own issues? And nobody is raising a finger, nobody is raising anything. Nobody is talking about the Murebe Nation when they meet. Nobody is talking about the Kalenjins when they meet. But when the Kikuyus meet, kila mtu anaanza kulalamika. I told you that the presidency will be won or lost in the mountain. Mount Kenya is a place to watch, ladies and gentlemen. So again, when I look at this, I saw something that is emerging. That is Alice Wahome. Alice Wahome look like they are converging around Alice Wahome. I don't know whether she's because the CS, and we know you have other CSs. Because another factor where they meet, I've forgotten that one. They were complaining about there are people who are being wanafukuzwa kutoka serikalini, na wanatoa mfano wa Zoita ambaye alikuwa pale CEO wa Ardhi Water Development, akafukuzwa kama jibu ambalo limekula mayai ya shilingi 8. Kwa hivyo kile ambacho tunaona ni kwamba they are complaining that their people are even being thrown away from the government, na wakasema ya kwamba hao ndio ambao waliunda hii serikali. But I'm going to assure you, the Kikuyu Nation, one thing, that this government, like Orego said, is going to eat you. this government is going to hurt you more than any other community. We are going to feel the pain of William Samoei Ruto more than any other community. That is a fact. And you should be prepared for this. Because for me, I was prepared for this. It is not a surprise for me. Because one thing I know, politics is full of betrayal. And Kikuyus will be betrayed. And I expect them to form a party now. Because they are partless. Now this is the time they are now coming to realize that hapa tulidanganywa. Because you cannot have Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta as the kingpin kwa sababu yeye ameondoka. Yeye amenyamaza kama maji ndani ya mtungi. Lakini sasa ni wazi kama meno ya giri. Unajua giri meno yake vile yalivyo wazi au mchana ulivyo wazi, mchana wa jua la mchana. Kwamba ni wazi kwamba Mlima Kenya there is a vacuum. And who is going to fill this vacuum? Because nasikia wengine wakilalamika kama vile Gathoni wa Mushoba. Gathoni wa Mushoba is a very strong woman. Gathoni wa Mushoba sio mtu wa kudanganya hivi hivi. Anajua watu wakidanganywa. Na unajua yeye alianza even they were voting for the finance bill. Gathoni wa Mushoba alikuwa anasema bona Gachagua awe analalamika, anafai kuwa analalamika kama sisi. Anafaa kuongea kutumia ile nafasi ambayo wako pale because Gachagua is in the hearts of power. Ako pale is a kitchen where the soup is being cooked. Awe pale aoge asabia William Samoei Ruto tunataka hivi. One thing I know that is that the people of the mountain have been telling the Kikuyus that hii serikali ni yetu. Serikali ni itomani. Simunaona Nyoro pale. Simunaona Kimani Ichung'wah pale. Simunaona hapa. Simunaona Alisa Wahome pale. They have been singing that song. But now sasa hata baada ya kuambia watu hii serikali ni yao, sasa wanaona kwamba serikali na wenyewe. Hii serikali na wenyewe. Yes, it is a government, but some people are more equal than the others in this government. That is what it is coming out to pass. And I don't know what you think from where you're watching this video. Maybe you can let me know what you think about this development. Because this development is going to have serious political implications. The fact that the people of the mountain have started talking, the fact that they have started meeting, kwa sababu hapo beleni hawangeweza kujitokeza kuongea, hungesikia hata mtu mmoja akiongea, lakini kwa sababu sasa wameamua kuanza kuongea, the implications will be much. There will be a lot of implications, and the effects will be felt far and wide. And this one is also going to affect the UDA. Ule uchaguzi ambao umewekwa pale December is going to affect them, and they can even decide not to participate and say they are going to form their own party. And I think that is why William Samoei Ruto is in a hurry to have elections in UDA. Ndio unasikia vile alisema kwamba kama ni kiumane mapema, wajipage mapema. And I think it's a good strategy if you ask me. One thing I know about William Samoei Ruto, he's a strategist. That one I know, and I know when it comes to mobilization, he knows how to mobilize these people. But the Kikuyus, because of their numbers, are going to give him serious headache. The Kikuyus, because of their wealth, are also going to give him serious headache. And I don't know whether they wanted Vita to be allowed to continue to stay, because according to them, the PS himself charged him and say he's guilty as charged. Akasema ni mfisadi sijui nini na hafai kuwa katika serikali, anafaa kwenda nyumbani. Yet he was not even heard, which is wrong in my view. So Kikuyus, the ball is on your side. How are you going to play? Are you going to score? Sasa wakati umefika ule ambao naomba jambo moja, like these videos, ladies and gentlemen. You can share also the video, and remember to have a blessed Sunday. Bye bye.